Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It's Ryzeal YGO, back with my second video on the channel ever, guys. Today we have some super exciting stuff going on, guys. I have not one, not two, but three full matches versus the one and only, the GOAT, YCS Anaheim champion, not finalist, champion, Mr. Steven Trifanowski, aka 2024 YCS champion, aka Trif Gaming, guys. Trif motherfucking Gaming. This is the list that I ended up piloting against him, guys. This is pretty similar to the list that I played on my deck profile the other day on the channel. Which is 3 Sylvie, 3 Elzette. I am on the 3 Stellar. Guys, you don't just always hard draw your whiteforest stuff, you know? And I saw some people talking about, like, oh, you also have the Wanted and the Witch to go into the Corozal line, which I was not playing versus him. And honestly, I would love to fit this card in. I am definitely going to be trying to fit this in. Because there are days that, like you said, even with all these, you still just don't draw a whiteforest name. And what I was telling the other guys in the group, in the whiteforest group, is, you know, if you're just praying for your Corozal line to go through, you know, you just go this plus the Azamina Elzette into the level 6. Any hand trap, you're kind of getting cooked anyways. It's not like you have the level 4s engraved like Sylvie or Rusia to bounce back your Arcila search, right? You're kind of just hoping that your combo goes through. And don't get me wrong, Sylvie is a way safer one card combo. It is 100% a way safer one card combo because you're not committing the pitch, right? But if we're just praying that our one play goes through, right? You might as well pitch a dead card that's in your hand. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like a Ultimate Slayer isn't gonna like save you. You know, a random Ultimate Slayer, like maybe if you like pitch a droplets, it kind of feels bad, but you're pitching at that point, it's just a worse imperm, right? Um, One also very big distinction that is different from my list that I posted is that I know some people did not like that I was playing the 2 Fiendsmith Engraver. So against Steven, I actually was playing a list that only played 1 Engraver and 1 Lacrima, with the rest of the rest of the extra deck package. Because, guys, I know Fiendsmith is super expensive, but even if you can get your hands on one Fiendsmith Engraver, it'll actually make your deck go from tier 2.5 to like a solid the worst of tier 1. And you gotta understand also that this is not just a Fiendsmith deck, right? You gotta remember that the Fiendsmith stuff gives you stuff in the spell trap zones, so that if you don't hard draw any spells and traps, as long as you can get to a Requiem, right? Requiem summon Engraver or Lacrima, and you attach the Requiem, you just get free fodder for your Elzette and Stellars, right? Or even your Rusia draws, your Wanted to Diabellstar Sand, right? Uh, so yeah, guys, if you can just get one engraver, if you really think about it, that's as much as a place. That's less than a playset of Elzette. That's really less than a playset of Elzette. And you know, most people play one Stellar. Like, bro, if you're already saving the other $50 that you're saving on a Stellar, like you might as well. You might as well. You know, you might as well get this one phenomenal engine that makes your deck 10 times better. Yeah, guys. Another thing in the that's not in my locals deck profile is the Abao. Abao is super insane in this deck, guys. It's super insane. You get it for free, basically within the Sylvie plus Espel Trap combo. You get the pitch for Diabellstar within the one card combo, as well as when you go want to draw, you get the discard for the Abao. You know, and you're usually gonna go Ag Monday plus any extender, whether it's your level 4s or your the random Arcilago that you leave on board, right? Because you're actually not shuffling this back. Most of the time, you're shuffling back this with Hollowed Azamina, right? And you just go Ag Monday plus 1 extra body that you get through the combo anyways into the Abao. Abao pitch the draw that you got off Wanted, and you get to summon back the Ag Monday, which gets you back the Desiree, right? And this serves as a pseudo interrupt. If it survives till the standby phase, you basically get to craft your hand to make it whatever you want it for the crackback, right? yeah, that's basically my same list. Except I'm not playing Caesar, because I'm playing for a very 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 minimalistic Fiendsmith package. For the deck. Before we start off the matches, guys, I just want to give some very big shout outs, guys. I want to give shout outs to Yassine656. That's the homie. I've been theoring the deck with him for quite a while now, honestly, since like way before pre-Suda. Like since Snake Eye format, me and him have been we've been geeking out about the deck. We both very much enjoyed the deck. But you know, Yassine was looking into other decks, and I kind of continued maining this deck. And the other big shout outs I'd like to shout out my boy Sean, Mr. 6YGO. I'll be linking his store in the description. If you guys are based in Ontario or anywhere in Canada, make sure to hit him up on DNK, TCG, or through the website that I'm gonna link. Get your cards off him, guys, because he's just the absolute fucking goat. He's the guy I actually picked up all my whiteforest and my stables from. To be honest, when I started getting back into the game. Yeah, guys. So next up will be the matches. So this is match one of the Ryzeal Gaming versus Trif Gaming. I tell Steven, Trifanowski, our battle shall be legendary. Good luck, have fun. And Trif was like, you already know this is going to be a banger match. Trif knows, guys. So we're going first. We won the dice roll. And we look at our hand. You know, it's not the best, right? I'm personally going to go with a stellar one-card combo, because if you really think about it, the Ultimate Slayer is doing absolutely nothing in your hand going second, right? It's not like you can set it as a bluff. You're going to die. If there's any competent player like Steven, he's just going to know that, yo, that's a bluff. That's why I decided to go with that stellar one-card combo as opposed to the Sylvie one, because that stellar one-card combo is just way stronger than the Sylvie one-card combo. Yeah, so we just go Stellar into Sylvie, add Tails, Arcila, pitch the Tails, add Alzette. Chainlink 1 is Stellar, Chainlink 2 Tails, summon, Alzette, pitch the Tails, summon, search the Azamina Alzette. We pitch the extra bodies. We're not going to be doing anything with the 2 extra level 2s, guys. Besides the first synchro summon to the level 6, and then the extra level 2 and 6 that go into the Diabel level 8. We're not doing anything with those extra level 2 bodies. And we're obviously going to keep the Azamina Alzette in hand, because we need to use that as synchro material in order to gain our Sinful Spoils cards. So we sync it off. We go Diabel, Azamina Alzette 1, Diabel 2. We add back the Ultimate Slayer that we're just going to be using for pitch fodder anyways, right? We go Deception, pitch the Dead Fool Ross in hand, make the Arcilago, search the Wanted. We're going to shuffle back the Azamina Alzette, add back the Wanted, add back the Hollowed, Hollowed 1, Wanted 2, search, summon the Omni Negate, go into the Fiendsmith line, Requiem equip, send off the Requiem for the Diabel, set the Sinful Spoils of the Whiteforest. This card is so good, guys. We're just going to be able to set up an extra interruption for free. Pre-Suda, we were literally just, our Deception's already in there, right, in the graveyard, so it's not like we would have been able to set anything last format, as opposed to the bad other Sinful Spoils stuff, or another Wanted that would have just done absolutely nothing, right? We just get a free interruption. We just go summon the Desiree, the big boy himself, make Agmunde, and the extra Arcilago and the Agmunde go into the Boa, and we just equip 5, summon back the Boa, and we pass. He goes Imperm. We look at his hand, whole lot of engine, negate the Bonfire. I'm like, okay, like you know, I make sure that I make him waste the X, because if he gets the X and he negates my Diabel, it's kind of cooked, right? I don't want to just waste my Book of Moon on 1. I want to be able to waste it on at least 2 Ryzeals, prevent 1 full like XYZ summon, you know? He goes out the Mitsurugi ritual, he summons, he goes effect to pop, and then chainlink 2 and 3 of the 2 other guys to add back and search, right? And he's going to be able to pop my whole board. I don't mind. I know he has 1 card in hand, right? And I still have the Guardian Chimera play, because I can just go Sylvie, bounce back the Arcila or the Diabel, summon itself back, add the Elzette on summon, right? And then I have the Lacrima engrave to summon back the Ag Monday after he clears the board. And that's 2 monsters, the Sylvie and either the Ag Monday and the LZ that we added back to hand for a Guardian Chimera. Pop 2, draw 1, and he's just not breaking that. He's not breaking that. I mean, he scoops up after I Desiree send his Amino anyways. And we still have drop leg, guys. Like, don't even forget. Like, we have so much. We have so much still left. So that was game 1. Game 2, he's going first. Yeah, guys. He has talents and Ash for a full loss. And it's gonna be pretty rough. I try to Fualos him before he goes for the XYZ summon. He ashes it. He talents looks at my hand, rips the other hand trap, and we just hand looped ourselves for 2 while absolutely doing nothing, right? And yeah, it's looking pretty rough, guys. He goes full combo, and yeah, come on, a player like Steven, he's gonna get absolute full value out of his combos. He's not gonna mess it up. He's gonna get the full board. And there's not much we can do. We just sit there and we spectate, you know, and you know, maybe hum a little song, you know, maybe start doing some homework. And yeah, he sets up a Dweller. He goes Dweller in the draw phase. I did draw the Imperm for turn, but we did hand loop ourselves for 2 already. And if I chain the Imperm and I have 3 other cards in hand, he goes the Amino, makes me discard another card, right? I'm going neg 2 anyways. It's not like I'm beating this board anyways, guys. We're gonna be scooping it up very soon. Very soon. We just try to make as many plays as we can. I was like, yo, you know what? Maybe we can survive, but no, guys, no. No matter what, guys, there's just some games you cannot win. You know. I mean, that's what happened with Steven last game, right? Like, I just set up a pretty unbreakable board. He didn't draw any of his hand traps, which he started seeing a lot more afterwards, right? We're going to the game 3 of match 1, guys. He has Ash and Imperm. He Imperms the Sylvie to play around talents. Very good play on Steven, but unfortunately, we just have so much gas. We have so much gas. We pitch the extra LZ because we're going to get one anyways. We go Deception, pitch the Witch. He ashes it because he has to, or else we just set up an Omni Negate before we continue. We talents look at his hand. We rip the Mitsurugi, the Sachi. And we know he has double X'd. So we just set up our board according to what we know he has. I go LZ, summon, search the Azamina LZ. We drew the extra spell trap to discard. I went draw off the wanted first to be able to see if I'm going to be able to get the extra RC search, right? Just you might as well. You get the free advantage while you can. And we did draw into a spell trap, and that let us extend into a way stronger board. Ignore these targets that I added, guys. I end up going with Ryzeal and Sinful Spores of the Whiteforest. I wanted to go for an extra draw, reset itself, make Diabell, add a self back, add a special summon, make Fiendsmith combo, guys. Any 2 bodies. It's just way too free. It's just way too free. We summoned this because I was like, yo, he has double X'd, and he's definitely gonna try to negate my Diabell with the Meteorologic Aggregator. So I'm like, let me just make an untargetable Desiree, and I just know if he summons, if he has to normal summon the second X, then I just go into the Guardian Chimera and I destroy the 2 before he gets to make a detonator, right? He asks me to read them. He goes, yeah, as I said. We're like, yo, we might as well get the free plus that we're gonna get. Book of Moon his board, add back the LZ, get the fodder for the Guardian Chimera play, guys. Yeah, and now we're going to match 2, guys. Match 2. So far I am 1-0. 1-0 versus the GOAT in matches. I was saying, Steven, thank God I was not at YCS Anaheim. I had to let him win. That's the boy. That's the boy. I'm so darn happy that he got his first place, guys. It's been a long time coming. What you guys don't understand is that I've known Steven for so long. And guys, he's been an innovator. He's been an innovator since 2019, guys. Since 2019, since I started playing the game, Steven has been innovating. My first format was the Pendulum FTK format with True Draco being the second best deck, and I was playing True Draco because I was a noob and I just wanted to flip floodgates. And he's the one that came up with the Adderall fucking pendulum stuff with the triple electromite. It was just degenerate stuff, man. He was by far the best pendulum player ever. Fuck Jeremy Mitchell. Sorry, Jeremy. But Steven was always the GOAT. Oh, as you see, guys, match 2, game 1. We are playing pure Fiendsmith. Oh, but Stellar is such a bad card. Guys, I would have loved to see a Stellar, even if it got hit with fucking any hand trap besides Imperm. I would have been able to go talents, look at his hand, maybe draw into an LZ or a Wanted or a Witch or a Deception. Like, there's so many cards that you can top deck into, guys. Like, you gotta understand that it's never just a Stellar, guys. It's never just a Stellar. It's never. Oh, sometimes it's actually none of them, right? It's either you see fucking 4 engine or you see none, right? We're playing pure Fiendsmith for Steven. I try to hit his first thing. I'm like, yo, you know what? Let's just pray. We only have 2 like imperm like effects. We'll waste the droplets for the dual drive. He ends up going into it, but after I droplets sent away the Ag Monday, he just made a detonator and popped my sequence. Let me just say that no other Ryzeal player has done that. Just a truly, truly fantastic play by Steven, guys. Truly, truly fantastic play. Goes dual drive, just goes full plus, guys. Not much I can really do here. Any competent player will be able to just break a single Desiree, right? Especially when they're a noob and they send away the Ag Monday. Maybe if I sent away the Ultimate Slayer or the Fualos instead, I would have been fine. But guys, he had way too much gas anyways. He had so much gas that I was like already kind of on prey mode, right? Ultimate Slayer, he ashes it, dells that, and not much we can do. So we're 0-1 in the second match, guys, so far. Going to game 2, just open the Sylvie hard combo. Thank God that we drew the Rusia to be able to extend to a second body, because we were not able to go LZ. If this was any hand trap besides Droll, which he said it was his one of Droll for a cross out target, we would have been able to eat like 4 hand traps with this line. But unfortunately, we literally just have to go Fiendsmith combo. And that's one thing, guys, that playing pure, like, you just can't really exactly play through a Droll on the Sylvie. You know, maybe if you're playing like a lot of whiteforest extenders, like multiple Rusia, multiple Azamina LZs, but even then it's kind of cooked, right? He nibs me on the sequence summon, which honestly, like, I wonder if he impermed me instead. It kind of would have brought the same result, and wouldn't have locked him out of X'd. But I'm not gonna question the GOAT. I'm sure he has his reasonings. So he just goes normal ice. I'm like, okay, gotta just hope this stops him. I have the droplets left that I pray that I don't have to use. I go Lacrima, summon, effect, add that to my hand by accident, summon the Lacrima, dump Engraver. Oh wait, sorry guys, this is the one Fiendsmith Engraver list. So the Engraver was already in graveyard, so I didn't get to dump it. Which honestly is Loki would have been the better play anyways, to not activate the Lacrima, because he made detonator. If I use Lacrima on summon, right, he would just pop, right? But we do that before the detonator drops anyways, and we're playing through just a single detonator, and we have droplets plus LZ tails, triple tactics talents, guys. Like, he is not stopping me. I just go Engraver, force out the detonator to make him use a monster effect, because I could have just went droplets right away and stopped the detonator, but I was like, let me go detonator, make him use one of his go Engraver, make him use one of his detonator effects in order to make the triple tactics talents live, negate it, and then I'll get to send it off with Requiem anyways with Engraver effect. He just scoops it up. This is just GG. It's 1-1. We're going second, match 2. And guys, this is definitely a whiteforest hand of all time. I have Fualos on Imperm, which in theory, should be really good. Except for the fact that our Fuelos did not resolve a single damn time this in 3 matches, guys. In 3 matches, my Fuelos did not resolve once. He called by the graves the Fuelos when he puts 2 level 4s on board, looks at my hand, rips my Imperm, and yeah, it is pretty dang cooked, guys. He makes clips to the twins, feral imps, detach. He skips a step, you know. He just wants to save time. Yu-Gi-Oh matches already take long. We already know what each other's decks are doing at this point. We're pretty familiar with each other's decks. And yeah, he just goes full Ryzeal combo, guys. Searches cross and node. And then I believe he ends up making a dweller. No, sorry, I believe it's just detonator. Yeah, it's just detonator with cross, and we top deck the Ash. Unfortunately, I offered the rematch, and this is match 3, guys. Match 3. We're 1-1 versus the GOAT, the YCS champion, Mr. Steven Trifanowski, guys. This is for all you guys that like hate on Whiteforest, guys. We are going toe to toe with a YCS champion, guys. With a YCS champion. This deck's already so good, and let's see who ends up winning this best of 3, guys. Best of 3 in matches, not just best of 3 in games. We lose the dice roll this time. We lose the rock paper scissors, and he's just going off. You know, we have 0 hand traps, 0, but we do have the triple tactics talents, which will let us just take his detonator. Talents is very underrated, guys. Well, actually, it's not. It's in like probably everyone's main deck, but it's just so good. It's just so good. He just goes full Mitsurugi combo, guys, and we're sitting here. We're playing with one hand, bro, and you know, we're just praying for the best. We're just letting him go off. Our hand's not terrible, but seeing the deception into a detonator is definitely not a good time. Not a good time. So we're definitely going to have to delay our deception until after we've cleared the detonator. We go normal Sylvie. He makes me discard one. We discard the Lacrima brick because we are not going to be we're not going to be using it. Like, sure, we can get it for deception discard, deception tribute, but right now, guys, we're already in a pretty tough spot. We're facing a detonator. We do have the wanted to make the tails live in order to search the LZ, right? We go talents, forces him to use his detonator. He pops it, and he gets to tribute the Amino, which is gonna come back and just wipe our whole board. He gets to add his follow-up. He summons the Amino. Reigeki's our board. We go wanted, get witch, activate the deception. Because you want to always try to activate this, guys, if you're not like under a detonator, because, you know, worst case we get hit with like a random hand trap and we don't get to recycle this. We want to be able to deception in the end phase, you know, even if we're activating it just to send it face up. We go set the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. This is really good here, guys, because we're gonna be able to get 2 ammunitions for our White Forest, because this is gonna send for the LZ and it's gonna reset itself and it's gonna give us another target, right? We go set, search Rusia because we already wasted our normal summon, reset. We don't go for the draw one because we just want to have a guaranteed search. Add the Azamina LZ, summon it, Diabel, add back, search for the deception. Right, guys, we're just cooking. We're Gucci here. We are Gucci. We just go Fiendsmith stuff. Come on, nothing new. We go send. It's a pretty big body, so we're just gonna get rid of it. We go deception. Tribute off the engraver because we haven't used the graveyard effect. Make the Murasilago. We just want to get on extra interruption, guys. There's nothing else that we can really search here that we exactly want. Go Guardian Chimera. Pop his 2 that are on the board. He goes Imperm. We go Negate, summoning the Omni Negate at the same chain that we're summoning the Guardian Chimera, guys. This is absolutely phenomenal. You can do the same interaction that you do with Hollowed plus Wanted, with Hollowed and Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, because they're both quick play spells that are both Sinful Spoils that lets you that are able to be used as fusion material. And then we just go Sylvie, attack for game, guys. That was crazy stuff, guys. That was a full Ryzeal board, and we beat it. This is definitely a hand of all time, guys. One thing that you're gonna notice is I'm gonna be pitching the engraver off the Amino because I did side out the Sanct. My philosophy was like, you know what? Like I'm already playing such a small, like a smaller than usual Fiendsmith package to begin with, right? So I was like, what are the odds I see Lacrima or Engraver? I usually want to keep them in deck, so I can summon them off Moon and Requiem, right? He just goes full combo. So I'm gonna be discarding the Engraver because I want to get it to graveyard, in order, like, just in case I randomly get to a closed Moon and then make like a, like an SP play, put back the closed Moon and then make a Requiem that way. Just goes full board, guys. Top deck to full hollows. There it is. We tribute it because I just want to get it to graveyard. This is gonna be stuck in my hand unless I get to a wanted anyways. So I don't want to give away that I just have 5 engine because if I discard the Fualos, then it's pretty obvious that I top deck there for six card for turn, right? And we just lose, guys. We just have too much engine with literally no spell trap ammunition to be able to keep up with the plays. He ashes the Elzat. We just have to go set 2 pass, guys. This is game 3 of the match of matches, guys. And we have Imperm, Scourge, Eclipse. I mean, not Imperm. Droplet, Scourge, Eclipse, and an Ash that I'm hoping will get me there. So I just go Ash. I don't care if he talents looks at my hand. I have a Elzat. Like, yeah, it would be pretty tough. But I didn't want to waste the Scourge ammunition. I just kind of put him on, you better have it. He goes set 1, pass, guys, and we are absolutely cooking here. We just get to reset the Scourge. It's going off, set. He has set 1, so I'm assuming it's an Imperm, or like a dead crossout. So that's why I go with the Sylvie play anyways, because I want to guarantee a level 4 tuner. Guys, as much as I love a Stellar, sometimes you gotta go with the smarter play, He imperms the Sylvie. We just go Ursula, search, add the Azamina Elzat, and we are cooking. Even though we are about to play through Veiler Imperm. Veiler Nib, I mean. It's gonna be pretty rough for us, We had Deception. We shuffle back because we need a monster tribute for the Deception. I go for the Arcilago. He goes Nib. I go Chain Eclipse. Chain Diabel. To be able to summon another tuner. I could have went Chain Eclipse to set my guys, but I was kind of like, yo, I'm in a pretty damn good spot here, anyways. And he played Veiler, Ash, Imperm. So I'm like, yo, how much non-engine could he really, really have here, right? And even if I went with the Omni Negate first, he would have just Veilered the Omni Negate, then Neb done Resolution, right? I go Chain Droplet because I still needed that to hit the graveyard to be able to get the Hollowed Azamina, Chain Wanted. I needed that to go through. So I just go Summon the Omni Negate. He still has another Veiler plus Neb. So I'm like, yo, I just want to put damage on board right now. My Diabel's at 3k. This is at 24, 25, 19. Veiler Nibs. We have Fat Nib token. And he gets the tribute off the Nib. Remembers his effects, guys. Steven is just absolute GOAT. He knows all my set cards. So he has to read them. So I let him read it. Goes add. And it's looking pretty cooked here, guys, right? It's looking pretty cooked. Except we go Sylvie, summon, add back Elzat, and we still get to use Guardian Chimera, pop his 2 level 4s. Here comes the first real big misplay that I feel like I made during the entire match. My big misplay was summoning this Guardian Chimera in attack here, guys. I definitely just should have summoned it in defense. There's absolutely no reason I should have summoned it in attack position. I kind of just got hyped, and I put him on 2 cards, and I was like, yo, he has no normal summon. What could he possibly have, right? And we'll see that he goes Talents, draw Bonfire. which, if I summon Guardian Chimera in defense, it would not have mattered because he would go X'd. He has to go X'd because he can't go Ice because he already normal summoned the Purulia. He goes X'd, send whatever he wants to send, and since he has a non-level 4 on board, he would not be able to get his search off of the X'd. So you'll see he goes Battle, Crash, which is very unfortunate for us. He goes X'd, Pitch, the Eclipse Twins, search the sword, and it's looking kind of rough here, guys. It is looking kind of damn rough. He just goes off. We let him. There's not much that we can do. We look at our graveyard. We have follow-up. We know that we're getting at least a turn, right? We have the LZ in hand. We have the LZ in hand. We know that we had a turn because he had to waste his battle phase, right? This is a scary board to be looking into. He still has this with the prayers that is gonna give him a Raigeki. I go activate Hollowed Azamina. He forces me to discard. I discard the impermanence because we already have back row fodder anyways, and the impermanence is not gonna do anything. We go add Deception, summon the Omni Negate. He goes summon out. I'm like, I don't care. I am trying to hold out my Omni Negate for his prayers. Or his effect to reborn in graveyard. But his Ash forced me to be able to have to use my Omni Negate there because I was not doing anything there. Go reset the Scourge, add the Sylvie. Go normal summon the Sylvie. Add the Tails. He is forced to Regake me here, guys. But we still have Sylvie. Bounce back, Tails into Azamina LZ, and we're still absolutely chilling, guys. We're still absolutely chilling. We go search, set up an extra extender, search the wanted, get the extra draw the extra wanted. I'm like, whatever, let me just deck thin, draw one, absolutely nothing. Go to Fiendsmith line, guys, and here comes misplay number 2. What I was supposed to do was keep the Closed Moon in graveyard and not use the Engraver effect. I was not supposed to do that. This is a line that Steven points out to me that I should have done. I needed to keep all of my Light Fiends in graveyard to be able to go Witch plus Lacrima into Sequence, shuffle back Engraver, Moon, and Lacrima into Desiree, make Agmunde, summon Desiree, then equip the Desiree with Agmunde, Sequence, and the Requiem in order to boost the Desiree to 7,000 attack and do piercing damage for the Agmunde, and that would have been the kill line. Steven himself points it out. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to take credit for this game, and I'm not going to say that I won it, even though in technicality, Steven does scoop it up because there was a kill line. And you know, when you're testing, you want to make sure that everyone's playing their decks optimally, right? And I can't believe that Steven, I mean, you know, Steven is the guy that created the Fiendsmith Ryzeal deck. Steven is absolutely no stranger to Fiendsmith cards and Fiendsmith lines, guys. So he was able to see this play that I just was not able to see. You know, so technically, this one engraver whiteforest Azamina list beat the YCS Anaheim champion in two out of 3 matches, guys, which is absolutely phenomenal for people that have been sleeping on this deck, guys. This isn't just your random Joe Schmo that we are dueling against, guys. This is the GOAT, the absolute GOAT, Steven Trifanowski, guys. Steven Trifanowski. And I would like to say that these matches that I played versus him were some of the best duels that I had in a very long time, guys. In a very, very long time. And I haven't had to think this hard in a while. But Steven makes, bro, such a small misplay. Just summoning Guardian Chimera in attack position made this game go this damn far. And all I want to say is GG's, Mr. Steven Trifanowski. I'd love to have you on the channel sometime, very soon. And I'll be going back to Toronto sometime soon, so I'll be able to make a collab video with Steven. And yeah, guys, so that was the finale of the best 2 out of 3 for the matches, guys. This is Ryzeal YGO, second video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of content. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see in the future. I have been a whiteforest one trick for the last couple months now. At this point, I've been playing it since before OSS got banned, guys. I've been playing this deck for a minute, and this deck feels phenomenal post Suda, guys. Do not give up on this deck. It's just not an easy deck by any means. Just grind it out, and you'll be rewarded. This deck really does reward the time you put into it. And anyways, guys, this is Ryzeal YGO signing out.